This one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Check line 54. Line 54. You ain't going nowhere.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out to Prescott stripped, and the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
13 games going on here this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. Here's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas Cowboys get set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Escapes the defender. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That's caught inside the 20. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start in the Northeast, an NFC East battle, and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Brock Osweiler has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got his man. This is Dodson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big run that time by Elliott, and even 60 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And now with a play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Marr on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Where you coming out from? Subscribe please to the channel. We got a webcam coming.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A lot better, but hey, we got some good games coming up next week.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I got Ezekiel Elliott and Christian Mccafrey,
and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Stick around and watch some
out
of
there
this
ready for
play
this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
Jump in that comment section.
Not to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run on first down.
Ezekiel Elliott is like 100 yards away from 2,000. Mccafrey's got over 1,000. I've been killing him with the running game. And I got it on all plays.
From the 41, Smith. It's hauled in by Doxson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Thompson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. that should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Smith and the Redskins now down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. On 1st down, it's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To the air again, Smith. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a run with Peterson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Go now. 60 outlaw. 54. Check.
Smith on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw, Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining that it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a
What up, peeps? Oh, Amari Cooper. Playoffs next. What should we do with him? These crap. He hit the bone.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It's a complete to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handle, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try rather catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I'm in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might.
What's up, peeps? We got the playoff game next. Let's go ahead and advance to the wild card. I know y'all ready.
Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pull out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets of debts. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a coupon. Okay. In the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Let's get it. Divisional championship coming up. I got Mccafrey and Elliott at running back. They ain't gonna stop it.
You have a player healed from injury and ready to play.
Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Dallas
post your
Cowboys.
score predictions in the comments,
Kickoff is
please.
moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional
let's get
round
those score
matchup in the
predictions coming
NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys.
Subscribe to my channel.
Everyone, as the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
New Orleans and Seattle, that's my prediction this year. It's going to be New Orleans and Kansas City in the real Super Bowl. So come on, guys, let's get a prediction on this game.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
On third down, Elliott uses the stiff arm. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A handoff, Mccafrey running right. Mccafrey with a first down and more.
Hoagie.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian McCaffrey, 52 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first-quarter grab here.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied. At 7 apiece. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott now throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6 yard.